याति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. Please have a seat. So today we are going to read one chapter, few shlokas from one of the chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is the chapter number 9. Chapter number 9 of Bhagavad Gita is called as the most confidential knowledge. Confidential means which is not known to everybody. You could tell only the people whom you trust. So Lord Krishna revealing the most confidential knowledge. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Most confidential knowledge to Arjuna in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita total has how many chapters? 18 chapters, right? So what is the middle of the 18? 9. The middle point. So when something very secret or very confidential, what do? You keep it safe, right? How do you keep safe? Making sure nobody knows about it. So Lord Krishna included this 9th chapter right in the middle. So Bhagavad Gita, the first 6 chapters, they are called as they are all about Karma Yoga. Then the last 6 chapters are about Jnana Yoga. And the middle 6 chapters are about Bhakti Yoga. And in that middle 6 chapters, which is chapter number 6 to chapter number 7 to 12, the 9th chapter is called as the most confidential, which means that it can be revealed only to the qualified people. Are you all ready for that? You want to know most confidential thing? Karan? How about you? Are you ready? You want to know what is the most confidential part of Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji? You know what it is? What is the most confidential thing in the Bhagavad Gita? You want to know about it? Yeah, let's do that then. Okay, so Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna about the most secret, most confidential. So we are going to learn some of the shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9. Now, why this is most confidential? Because this knowledge involves the thing which is not known by everybody, or the information which is not available anywhere else. What is that information which is not available in the college and universities? or which is not available anywhere else. Other people do not know about it. What is that? ऐसी कौन सी चीज है, कौन सा ज्ञान है जो सब जगह अवेलेबल नहीं है? कौन सा ज्ञान है वो है कौन सा ज्ञान? कैन यू गेस? एनी गेस? What is that? Bhakti. Okay, good, very good. You want to say something, Sanket? What is the most confidential thing which not everybody knows about it? That is the relationship between the Atma, the Sharira, and with Paramatma. The soul, the super soul, and the relationship between them. That is not known by everybody. What is Atma? Not everybody knows about it. What is the soul? What is the size of the soul? Nobody knows about it. What is the color of the soul? No, nobody knows about it. Everybody thinks that they are the body. So that is why this most confidential knowledge, because Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains exactly what is the relationship between you and your body. You are the Atma and your body is the covering. Most of the time people think that they are the body, right? What is the difference between you and your shirt? What is the difference? Jishnu, what is the difference between you and your shirt? What is the difference?
You can change the shirt.
You can change the shirt. How about you? Ayush, what is the difference between you and your shirt?
I can change.
You can change it. That is copy paste. What is other difference?
Just a covering.
It's a covering. That is absolutely correct. What is the difference between you and your shirt? You can have different colors of shirt, right? Your body will remain the same, right? But your shirt color can change, right? Is it right or wrong? Huh? Third thing is that your shirt is temporary, right? So if the shirt you wear today and then if it's not good, then you can throw it and get another shirt, right? If you can afford one. So that is the exact difference between the soul and the body. Body is just like a shirt. It's just like a covering. You change it. When do you change it? When do you change the body? Huh? You change the body every day actually. Our body is changing every day. If you take your picture 5 years back and you take picture now, is it different? Yes or no? So you change your body? Because when you were young, your body was small and now your body is? So you change your body or no? Yeah, you gave up that body and now you're in a different body. And then when you grow like me, 54 years old, then your body will be, your hairs are now black now, then you're gray, like your body will change, everything will change. And then you go 70, your body will change, right? So when you see a picture when you were 5-year-old, 10 year, 15, 20, 30, 40, what do you say? This is me. But your body is changing. So what is that me? What is that me? That is soul. That is your identity, right? Even though you change your shirt, you call yourself whatever your name is, right? Similarly, so here is the Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna tells you about exact relationship between you and your body. Sometimes when people identify some people as a black person, black person, brown person, white person. In America, there is a fight between black and white. You know that, right? And then in India, what is the fight? I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, like that. So you call yourself Hindu. Why? Because you're born in a Hindu family. Is that right? Now, when you die and you are born in a Christian family, what do you say? I'm Christian, right? And then when you're born in a Muslim family, you say I'm Muslim. But that is just by. Do you say I'm a black because you're wearing the black shirt? You say like that? No, right? You're wearing a black t-shirt, right? But your body complexion is white. So do you say I am black? No, right? Yes or no? No, why? Because know that you and your body your shirt are different, right? Similarly, some people call themselves black and white and Hindu or so and so because they are wearing the dress and they're calling themselves with the identity of dress. Everybody makes, does it make sense? Yes? Good. So, Lord Krishna is helping us to understand in this chapter about the relationship between soul and the body and what is the soul come? Where is the soul coming from? That is coming from, everything comes from something, is that right? So where is the soul comes from? The source of the soul, which is super soul. Atma comes from Param Atma. Param means the supreme. Param Atma. So when you understand this, then the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita ultimately leads to bhakti. Because you understand that we are not the body but the soul. And how do you connect the soul with the super soul? What is the connection? आत्मा और परमात्मा को कनेक्ट करने के लिए क्या रास्ता है? So that is where you sing the kirtan. When you sing the kirtan, you get connected with Paramatma. जैसे कि if you want to get connected with your parents, what do? Where are your parents? Karan, where are they? Call them. Where are they? India में है ना? So what do? You dial a number. Is that right? What is the number? So to connect with Krishna, what is the number? It's 108. What is the number? 108. Hare Krishna. So we chant Hare Krishna 108 times. Can we chant together? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare. Don't be shy. Let's chant it together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Everybody loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama. So what happened when we chanted this mantra? What happened? What happened? क्या हो गया जब chant किया तो? Ayush, what happened? What is the result of this mantra chanting? Atma gets connected with Paramatma. So as you get connected with your parents, अपने माता पिता से कैसे connect होते हो आप? Phone call के द्वारा, है ना? Similarly, when you chant this mantra, you get connected with Krishna, the sound vibration. You know, there was a space recently. There was this astrologer. What is it? Astrophysicist who went to the satellite from India. What is his name? अभी कोई गया था ना? What is his name? What is his name? Shubh. हाँ. So he went there and then he talked to the Prime Minister of India. How did he talk? From the satellite, out of the space, he talked with the Prime Minister on the Earth. How did that happen? To the sound, right? So sound can travel faster than the speed of the light actually. Sound can travel very fast. So the sound of this Mahamantra is so powerful that it can connect you with Krishna, who is situated in his own spiritual abode, Golok Vrindavan Dham. So when you chant Krishna, what happens? He listens to your sound in the same fraction of the time. So can we chant together? Let's do it together with heart and soul. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in the ninth chapter, Lord Krishna explains about this bhakti, the art of bhakti in a very detailed manner. It's called most confidential knowledge. The shloka is on the screen. First shloka of ninth chapter. You can try to repeat after me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Idam tu te guyyatamam. Idam tu te guyyatamam. Pravakshami anusuyave. Prayakshami anusuyave Gnanam Vignanam Sahitam Gnanam Vignana Sahitam Yajnatva Mokshashe Ashubhat Yajnatva Mokshashe Ashubhat. So the translation is, who wants to read? Sanket, you want to read the translation?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjun, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be
Relieved
relieved
of?
of the miseries of material existence."
Thank you so much. Priyanka Ben, so Mataji is here. She's here to teach the kirtan. So you want to take the kids to there? Mataji will sing the bhajan, then they can teach her. So Keshvi can also go, Vrisha can also go. Shri Shri Gaunitai ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath, Shri Shri Baldev, Shri Shri Subhadra Mata ki jai, Shri Giriraj Dharana ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanande. So Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna, my dear Arjun, because you are, what did it say? Because you are never envious. अनुसूयवे, भगवान कहते हैं कि आप मेरी ईर्ष्या नहीं करते, इसलिए मैं आपको ये गुह्य ज्ञान देने वाला हूं. So to understand Bhagavad Gita, what is the first requirement? You don't have to be envious. Envious of Krishna. Oh, how come Krishna is God? He is just looking like you and me. ऐसा कुछ लोग कहते हैं. Krishna is just looking like 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears. He's just like me. So how can Krishna be God? Any person, you know any person who was envious of Krishna in history? अरे भगवान ने उसका गला काटा था with Sudarshan. Who was that? Shishupal. Very envious of Krishna. What did he do? He always abused Krishna. गालियां देता था भगवान. And there was another person who was envious of Krishna. Who was that? Kansa. And then third person, Duryodhan. All these people were envious of Krishna. Did Krishna tell Bhagavad Gita to Duryodhan? No. But Arjuna, he said, yes, Arjuna, I will tell you the Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because Arjuna was friendly with Krishna. Arjuna was devotee of Krishna. So what is the qualification required to understand Bhagavad Gita? What is the qualification required to understand Bhagavad Gita? Huh?
Just know Krishna.
Okay. Nikhil Prabhu, what is the qualification? Be friend with him and not to be envious. That is the first qualification. You should not be envious of Krishna. You should accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then only you can understand Bhagavad Gita. You can read Bhagavad Gita. Lot of people read Bhagavad Gita, but they don't understand it. Why? Because they think Krishna as a ordinary person. So when you accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, that means that you are not envious. Then Lord Krishna is saying, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, anusuyave, I shall impart to you this. What did it say? Prabhuji, what is the third line says? I shall impart. What is your name, Prabhuji? Then?
Ravi.
Ravi, can you read the third line? Here on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see.
I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge.
And realization. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Lord Krishna is saying, because you are not envious, I'm going to tell you this most confidential thing. Knowing which you shall be relieved of Yajgnatva mokshashe ashubhat. Ashubhat means all the inauspicious things in your life. Mokshashe, get liberated. So Lord Krishna is saying that if you know this knowledge, which is most confidential knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Then mokshashe ashubhat. Ashubhat means miseries or inauspicious things, So in your life, if you want to remove all the miseries, all the inauspicious things, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? Huh? Be friend with Krishna, be devotee of Krishna, and understand the Bhagavad Gita in that mood that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is Bhagavan. He says Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna is not an ordinary person. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the source of all the sources. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Jami. Ishwaraha Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karan Karanam. So Krishna is the Parama Ishwara. There is Ishwara and there is Paramishwara. What is the difference? Ishvara is a small god and Paramishwara is the supreme god. And there are small gods are called as demigods. What is that called? Demigods are the devatas. Like Surya Devata, he can control sun. But can Surya Devata control the wind? Then who will control that? Vayu Devata. So Vayu Devata can control the wind, but can Vayu Devata control the rain? Who can control that? Indra Devata. You understand this? So everybody controls a very little thing. What are they called as? Demigods. The little gods are called demigods. And the supreme god is called as Paramaishvara. Krishna controls Surya, Chandra, Indra, Vayu, Agni. All the Devi Devtas are under the control of Krishna. That is why he is called Ishwaraha Parama Krishnaha Sachitananda Vigraha. Anadir Adir Govinda. Anadir Adir. Nobody is before Krishna. Krishna is the first one. Sarva Karana Karanam. So everything comes from Krishna. So if you see your father, then his father, then his father, father, then where will you reach? You will reach to Brahmaji, right? And who is Brahmaji's father? Krishna. That is why Brahmaji says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajam. This Brahmaji wrote a poem which is called as Brahma Samhita, where he is declaring Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. So when you have that mood, that I am learning from whom? I'm learning from whom? I'm learning from Father of Aishwarya. Krishna says, Aham Bija Parampita. He is the great father of all the fathers. Then you will understand Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna was that in the mood. So what is the first qualification required to understand Bhagavad Gita? What is the first qualification required? Absolutely. So we are hearing from Supreme Personality of Godhead. ये कोई साधारण व्यक्ति बात नहीं कर रहा है. जब भगवद गीता हम सुनते हैं, समझते हैं, तो क्या समझना चाहिए? ये कोई साधारण बात नहीं है जैसे आप हम कैजुअली बात करते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है बात. ये क्या है? दिव्य ज्ञान है. कौन बात कर रहा है? परमेश्वर भगवान कृष्ण बता रहे हैं. कौन है भगवान कृष्ण? सभी देवताओं के अधिपति. Is the supreme source of everything. When you understand the person, then you know the gravity of talk, right? When you say the Prime Minister of India is going to come and speak to you, will everybody come? Yes or no? Because the gravity is there, because the Prime Minister is speaking. Is that right? When you say that ordinary person is speaking, what is the gravity? Not much. But when the authority speaks, the gravity is very high. Is that right? What is your name, Prabhuji? Yeah? Cameron. Oh, Cameron. Yes. Cameron, when you understand, right? When you understand that authority is speaking, then it has more value. Like say, Mark Carney comes and speaks. It has more authority than anybody else, right? Why? Because he's the Prime Minister of Canada. So similarly, Krishna is speaking, Bhagavan. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, which means that he is the controller of all the controllers. And that is why the Bhagavad Gita is very important because, why? Because, Prabhuji, what is your name, Prabhuji? Meet. Meet. Why Bhagavad Gita is important? Because Krishna is speaking. The authority is speaking. Prabhuji, kids class there is across the dining room. They are singing the bhajan for her. If you want to take her there. Why Bhagavad Gita is important? The Supreme Person is speaking. That is why it is important. No ordinary person is speaking Bhagavad Gita. Is that right? That is why we have to pay much attention to Bhagavad Gita. तो भगवत गीता पढ़ने से क्या हो जाएगा? What is the outcome of Bhagavad Gita reading? What is Krishna saying? Cameron, what does Krishna say here, Bhagavad Gita?
Which one?
When you read this knowledge, what happens?
Sorry.
Krishna says, the knowledge which shall be delivered of, the last line,
Knowing which you shall be relieved of the misery of material existence.
So once you understand this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and especially 9th chapter, then you will relieved of all the miseries. So what are the miseries you have? You have any misery? No, you're not married yet? Cameron, you have any miseries? Yeah? He's the honest one. Everybody has a misery. What is your misery? You don't have a misery or you don't know that you have a misery? You don't know. The ignorance is a bliss, right? So everybody has a misery. What is the common misery? Nikhil Prabhu, you have a misery? No? See, that is the thing. We have a misery, but we don't know we have a misery. What is the misery we have? Wow, one of the most miserable condition of our life is the disease. Everybody is going to be diseased one day or other. Are you going to fall sick or no? One day, of course, right? And the death, are you going to die? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is the death a misery?
Yes.
No? Death is a miserable condition. Do you want your parents or family members to die? We don't want anybody to die, right? It's a miserable condition. So when we understand Bhagavad Gita, then we are relieved of the miseries of material existence. And what are the miseries? So there are different types of miseries. One misery is called as Adidevik misery, which means that the misery caused by the natural calamities, like earthquake, hurricane, storm. Then another misery is Adi Bhautik, the misery caused by your friends and family members, right? A lot of people cause misery to you, right? Your neighbors, your room partner, you stay with people. Some of them are miserable. Some of them are miserable, right? There is this called Adi Bhautik. Adi Bhautik means the misery caused by somebody else. Like one nation causing misery to another nation. Like, there are two nations fighting with each other. Is it a miserable condition there? When there is a big bomb being thrown from Israel to other country, and then Russia throwing bombs on Ukraine, is that a miserable or not? Yes or no? Yes, it is a miserable condition, right? And then the miseries are also caused by viruses. Coronavirus caused a misery to all of us, right? So many people died. So that is called as kaun sa type ka misery? Adi Bhautik. First one is Adi Daivik. Second is Adi Bhautik. First is the misery caused by the material nature. Second is misery caused by the other living entities. And third is misery caused by, somebody said something. Adhyatmik. Which means the misery is caused by your mind actually. Your mind can think of so many miserable things, like mind can think about the future and you become worried, right? What will happen if I don't get a PR? Is that a miserable thought? Yeah. What will happen if they lay me off? Is that a miserable thought? Yes or no? Right? So there are a lot of thoughts which can cause miseries, which is called as atmik. Atmik means created by yourself. So misery caused by nature, misery caused by your neighbor, or misery caused by neighbor means the family members also cause misery to each other, right? Husband and wife creating misery to each other, well known phenomenon, right? Is it right or wrong, Meet? Kunj? Not yet. So the misery also caused by the mind. Mind also is very tricky. So Lord Krishna is saying that once you understand the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then you will be relieved of all the miseries. So what does that mean? The miseries will disappear? Does that mean? No, but miseries won't disappear, but you will be able to face it with the understanding. That is what the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita means. So Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna further about the 9th chapter. Lord Krishna says, Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. Can everybody say? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. Pavitram idamuttamam. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam. Susukham kartumavyayam. Susukham kartumavyayam. Let's see. Can you repeat? Shloka? Whole shloka.
Rajavidya Rajaguhyam
Rajavidya Rajaguhyam.
Pavitram Vidam Uttamam
Pavitram idamuttamam.
Pratyakshvagamam Dramyam
Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam.
Susukam Kartum Avyayam.
Susukham kartumavyayam. Cameron, can you read the translation for us, please?
This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest of knowledge. It is perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyful performance.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is the qualification or qualities of Bhagavad Gita. What are the qualities of Bhagavad Gita? And especially the 9th chapter. It is the Raja Vidya. Raja means king. The king of education. There is a king. A king means the topmost. What is the king of all the fruits? Mango. King of all the flowers? King of all the animals? The lion king. And similarly, the king of all the education? Bhagavad Gita. And among the Bhagavad Gita, the king of all the Bhagavad Gita is the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So king of all the education is Bhagavad Gita. And this is the 9th chapter, is the most confidential. Raja Vidya means king of all the education. Raja Guhyam. Guhyam means the secret. And Raja means the king of the secret. So there is a secret and then the topmost secret. Which is that? Which is the topmost secret? The 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So this is Raja Vidya, king of all the education. Raja Guhyam. Guhyam is the secret, the confidential. And the topmost secret is the 9th chapter. Pavitram. Pavitram means pure. Or the purest, you can say. Idam uttamam. Uttamam means it is a transcendental. It is not a material knowledge. Newspaper. Would you read yesterday's newspaper? Kal ka basi akhbar kaun padhega yahan se? Nobody wants to read, right? Yesterday's newspaper. Yesterday's newspaper value is 0 value. Kal ka akhbar aaj raddi mein milega. Koi uska value? But Bhagavad Gita, how many years old Bhagavad Gita? They say 5,000, but it is millions of years old. And what is the value of Bhagavad Gita? It is as it was 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 years, it is valuable now also. Bhagavad Gita ka koi value kam? नहीं होता है. Everybody appreciates the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Albert Einstein, जब अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन ने भगवद गीता पढ़ी तो what did Einstein say? As compared to the knowledge in Bhagavad Gita, whatever discoveries I have done are insignificant. What does it say? Insignificant. In the back of the Bhagavad Gita, there is a quote here. यहाँ पे हाँ, एक quote है Henry David Thoreau. Henry David Thoreau is a great philosopher and a scientist. What does he say? He says, "In the morning, I bathe my intellect in the stupendous and cosmogonal philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, in comparison with which our modern world and its literature seem puny and trivial." What is puny means? Smallest of the small. And trivial, most insignificant. What is he says? That when he reads Bhagavad Gita, in comparison with Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which is available everywhere is tiniest of the tiny and most insignificant knowledge as compared to Bhagavad Gita. That is why it is Uttamam. What is Uttamam means? It is the best of the best. There is nothing higher than Bhagavad Gita actually. Right? You know, people in India, they go to take shower in Ganga. Ganga में स्नान करने के लिए जाते हैं. किस लिए जाते हैं? हाँ? पाप धोने के लिए. Actually, गंगा को मैली करने के लिए जाते हैं. They want to wash their sins in the river Ganges, right? Bhagavad Gita is also called Jnana Ganga. So Gita Upanishad, which cleans your mind actually. शरीर को साफ करने के लिए you go to Ganga, but मन को साफ करने के लिए Bhagavad Gita is the Ganga. Why? Because the Ganga which is there in India, it comes from, कहाँ से आती है गंगा? भगवान के चरणों से निकलती है ना? The Ganga which flows in India comes from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And Gita comes from the mouth of Krishna. तो दोनों गंगा है. ये है ज्ञान गंगा और वो है दिव्य गंगा. तो कौन सी इजी है? किसमें स्नान करना इजी है आपके लिए? करो रिवर में. जा पाएंगे आप? अभी जाएंगे वहां पे? रिवर में जाएंगे तो बहुत खर्चा हो जाएगा. $5,000 टिकट लगेगा. फिर वहां जाएंगे, फिर साल में एक ही बार जा पाएंगे, रोज तो नहीं जा पाएंगे. विच इज इजियर. यहाँ पे तो आप रोज स्नान कर सकते हैं गीता ज्ञान का, है ना? कैन यू डू दैट और नो? गीता है आपके पास? नहीं है. मच लेस एक्सपेंसिव देन गोइंग टू इंडिया टू डिप इन द होली रिवर. तो हर एक के पास गीता होनी चाहिए. क्यों होनी चाहिए? Why should you have Bhagavad Gita? Vishnu?
It's the manual of the life.
Huh?
It's the manual of the life.
It is the manual of the life, yes. Kunj, why do you should have Bhagavad Gita?
It's the purest knowledge.
It is the purest, it is the king of all the education. The reasons are mentioned here on the screen. Answer is there. You don't have to go anywhere else. Why? Why should we have Bhagavad Gita? Because it is a Raja Vidya. It is the secret of all the secrets. It is the most secret. It is the purest knowledge. It is the most transcendental knowledge. And Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam. अगर आपको धर्म के बारे में जानकारी चाहिए तो कहां से मिलेगी? Bhagavad Gita will teach you the real religion. Some people say, I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, I'm this and that. That is not religion. That is label. What is our real dharma? That explains. And Susukham. Susukham means? Sukha means happiness. When you read Bhagavad Gita, when you perform devotional service according to instruction of Bhagavad Gita, then you become very happy and you become joyful, right? So here are the benefits of Bhagavad Gita. Who can read this? Sanket Prabhu, can you read all? These are all qualifications of Bhagavad Gita. Okay?
First one is Raj Vidya.
Mm-hmm.
It's king of all knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Raj Guhyam,
Uh-huh.
most confidential knowledge.
Yes.
Pavitram Idam Uttam, most purifying.
Mm-hmm.
Pratyakshas, so command,
Pratyaksha Avagamam.
like self realization.
Uh-huh.
Dharma, perfection of religion. susukham, blissful, and being
Everlasting. Bhagavad Gita is everlasting knowledge. It will never be destroyed. Everything else will be finished, but not knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So like that. Okay? So I'll have some. Now we'll do some question answers, quiz. Okay, are you all ready before we do the Arti? Because I spent a lot of time in explaining you about 9th chapter. Let's see how much you got it. Okay, which chapter of Bhagavad Gita is most confidential? Who can say? Chapter 9, सबको मालूम है. ठीक है. Good. Now instead of shouting, what do? Raise your hand. Okay, don't shout. Okay. Okay. Why 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is most confidential? And there are 4 options. Because it explains the knowledge of spirit, soul, and body. Because the knowledge which brings about enlightenment about Krishna consciousness, Supreme Lord and his energies. Because it deals with the pure unalloyed devotion and delineates the glories of the Lord and all of the above. Okay, who will they? Nikhil Prabhu. All of the above. Meet Prabhu. Okay, why all of the above? Explain.
First says like explain the knowledge of spirit, soul, and body.
Can you explain that a little bit more?
So the line itself says as we get the knowledge from it is said by the authority of the authority itself.
Lord Krishna himself, yes.
Yeah.
And then it brings about the enlightenment about Krishna consciousness. He explains you about the relationship between the Atma and Paramatma. What is my role? What is my relationship with Krishna? My relationship with the energies of Krishna. There is energy around us also. So what is my relationship with everybody around us? Then because it deals with pure bhakti. There are 2 types of bhakti. Shuddha bhakti and Mishra bhakti. Shuddha bhakti means doing bhakti for pleasure of Krishna. And Mishra bhakti means the bhakti for your own desires, own satisfaction. So Krishna bhakti, Bhagavad Gita, when we read 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it brings us to the most purest of the purest form of bhakti. Is that okay? So that is all about the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita has many, many important shlokas. We don't have enough time to go through all the shlokas, but when you go at home, then you read Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. In one of the shlokas, Lord Krishna explains how to do bhakti. So Lord Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati tadaham bhakti uparatam asnami prayatatmana. Can you read the translation? Anybody who can read? Priyanka Ben, can you read the translation from there? Can you see it? The last person on the...
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it.
Very nice. Bhagwan क्या कह रहे हैं? You don't need to offer him very expensive things. Is the leaf expensive? पत्ता expensive है? Pani is expensive. A glass of water. Fruit, banana. आजकल सब लोग मंदिर में बनाना लेके आते हैं. Because बहुत सस्ता है. सब जगह मिल जाता है ना. People bring lots of bananas. But that's okay. Krishna doesn't want expensive mango. Krishna says, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam. And then if you can't offer anything, offer water. पानी तो कहीं भी मिल जाएगा ना. है ना? तो कृष्णा नहीं मांग रहे कि आप मुझे ये दो, 56 भोग दो, ऐसा नहीं पूछ रहे. क्या कह रहे हैं? क्या कह रहे हैं? What is the only thing what Krishna wants from you?
Praise.
Very good. Very nice. So he wants with love. What is love? What is prema? Surrendering complete. Who said that? Okay. Anybody else wants to explain a little bit about prema? What is prema means? Prema means service without any expectation. You do it. Krishna, I'm offering you 1 coconut. Give me a job. That is called as business. Some people say, भगवान मुझे नौकरी लगा दो, 11 नारियल लगा दो. ऐसे लोग करते हैं. लेकिन प्रेम मीन्स, व्हाट प्रेम मीन्स? Like Priyanka when is serving Shivai. So why is she serving her? Just because he will give him lot of money, give her lot of money in the future? Is that right, Priyanka? No. Why not? So that is called prema. When a mother serves a child without expectation, that is the closest thing you can understand about prema is mother and the child. There is nothing else. Right? So serving without expectation. So when you serve, when you offer Krishna, what you can offer, Karan? What can you offer?
Love.
Yes. And how you express your love? By offering a fruit, a leaf, a flower, or a water. Right? But if you can afford more, you can afford. Huh? ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान ने फ्लावर किया है तो हम एक फ्लावर गार्डन से तोड़ के लेके आएंगे. इफ यू कैन अफोर्ड मोर, इसलिए हम जब दक्षिणा देते हैं तो क्या करते हैं? 101 देते हैं. हम 100 भी दे सकते थे, 101 क्यों देते हैं? When we donate one more extra. Why? I could afford 100, but I'm giving one more extra. This is going beyond my capacity. So you donate extra one more. Right? So if you can offer a flower, but if you can afford a bouquet of flowers, what should you do? Every time we come to the temple, what should we do? हमने क्या करना चाहिए? भगवान के पास आए तो जैसे हमारे निखिल प्रभु आते हैं तो भगवान के लिए स्वीट लेके आते हैं हमेशा. कुछ ना कुछ खाली हाथ तो नहीं जाना चाहिए भगवान के लिए, है ना? You can bring one flower for Krishna. ला सकते हो? आप में से कितने लोग हैं जो भगवान के लिए एक फ्लावर जब भी आए लेके ला सकते हैं? Can you all bring one flower for Krishna? Yes. हाथ ऊंचा करिए. अगर नहीं कर सकते उसका मतलब आप नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते एक फ्लावर. इतने तो गरीब हम नहीं है, इसलिए हमने एक स्कीम चालू किया है, $1 a day. अगर आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते तो भगवान को $1 तो रोज दे सकते हैं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू कैन गिव $1 a day टू कृष्णा? आप सब लोग $1 दे सकते हो भगवान को. क्यों? यू स्पेंड कॉफी के लिए कृष्णा खर्चा करते हैं. हाउ मच यू स्पेंड फॉर कॉफी एवरी डे? कैमरन, you don't drink coffee? No?
I'm only too much of a budget.
Oh, you're on a budget. Still, you might be spending some money here and there. How many of you have cell phones? Everybody has a cell phone? Cameron, you have a cell phone? Everybody has a cell phone? कितना डालते हैं सेल फोन में? $75-80 a month for getting that internet, which is free also many times. So we can give up everything else, but not $1 to Krishna. What is that called as? That is called as miser. You have, but you don't want to give. So we should always think of not to give because somebody is asking, out of love. It is our desire. Krishna is looking at your affection and love. Is that okay? So this is how Bhagavad Gita, practical application of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So thank you everybody. Now is the Aarti time. So we'll do Aarti. And then there are some special announcements. Some special guests are going to come coming few weeks. We have one very special guest. His name is His Holiness Bhakti Ashraya Vaishnava Swami Maharaj. He is a great devotee of Lord. भगवान के परम भक्त हैं. और ये हमारा बड़ा सौभाग्य है कि he is coming all the way from Bharatvarsha to where? Thunder Bay, which is middle of nowhere. Thunder Bay actually में middle of nowhere है. यहाँ पर ये भगवान के परम भक्त हैं. ये वृंदावन में रहे हैं काफी साल. शुद्ध वैष्णव है और बड़े all over the world he goes and does the preaching. तो ये कौन सी तारीख को आ रहे हैं? क्या लिखा है यहाँ पर? मीत कुंज जुलाई 16 को आ रहे हैं. कौन सा वार है वो दिन? जुलाई 16 को बुधवार है. इट्स अ वीक डे. लेकिन महाराज इतने दूर से कहाँ पे आएंगे? थंडर में. इसलिए नहीं आ रहे हैं कि थंडर में बहुत अच्छी जगह है देखने के लिए आ रहे हैं. इसलिए नहीं आ रहे कि यहाँ पे पिकनिक का जगह है. इसलिए नहीं आ रहे कि उनको यहाँ पे हम कुछ उनको देने वाले हैं. इसलिए आ रहे हैं कि वो भगवान के आशीर्वाद वहां से हमें देने के लिए आ रहे हैं. कुछ लेने के लिए नहीं आ रहे. किस लिए आ रहे हैं? देने के लिए आ रहे हैं। तो अभी देने वाला तो है लेकिन लेने वाला बिजी है, तो क्या करेंगे? कौन कौन आएगा 16 जुलाई को? एवरीबडी विल कम। बहुत ही अमूल्य अवसर है। यू विल नेवर एवर एबल टू मीट हिम, क्योंकि जब आप इंडिया जाएंगे तो इनके आजू बाजू हजारों भक्त खड़े रहते हैं और यहाँ पर आप उनको पर्सनली बात कर पाएंगे। You'll be able to ask him the questions also. So he's coming on what date? 16 July. What is that day? Wednesday. And in the evening at what time? 5:30 को सब लोग आना है। Some of you might be working. कितने बजे तक काम करते हो? 4:30. You have ample time. You can come before that. Don't come at 7 o'clock when everything is finished. At least on that particular day. सब लोग जल्दी आएंगे, 5:30 बजे आएंगे। ऐसा नहीं कि आप बुलाया है तो जाना पड़ेगा, ऐसा नहीं करना। लेट नहीं आना है। लेट आके कोई फायदा? अगर आप जॉब पे लेट जाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे? सैलरी कट हो जाएगा। वैसे ही भगवान के मंदिर लेट आए तो
जाना पड़ेगा, करके भी आओगे तो भी आओ।
नहीं, लेकिन टाइम पे आना है। 5:30 everybody will come on July 16th at 5:30. Who is coming? Bhakti Ashram Vaishnav Swami Maharaj is coming. So please do come and part of it. Okay, let's do the Aarti ceremony. We'll talk more about Aarti. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari. So for the Aarti, I request everybody, सब लोग आगे आ जाइएगा। हाँ, पीछे मत खड़े रहिए। Please come forward. Srila Prabhupada ki jai ho. Gaura Premanande. हाँ, इनिशियल है। पानी लगा दो। गर्मी ना लगे, यूज कीजिए। पानी ले आओ। क्या पानी से ले आओ? हम तुम्हें बताओ। Jitendra Prabhu, you can also come from Dryden, and Bhakti Ashram Maharaj is here. Thank you. करता हूँ, चालू